course in 1995, more than 30 plus years. So what do you like? How many? Like, what is the percentage of people they know about this particular act? Any guesses?
Sir, very few.
Sir, legal service authorities, as far as I know, act as a bridge between the courtrooms, sector, and legal processes, and the marginalized community or the ground root level people.
Okay. It's like very little bit. I would just do a small survey. Like I can see there's a field visit in particular internship also, and then so various topics are also there. You just wherever you are from all over India, maybe like so you can do a small survey and get to know how many are aware about this particular law. My students also like PhD. They know one student is doing PhD or one student also completed PhD on legal aid. And so in pro bono also what happens like whatever happening in legal aid, legal awareness. That I've been putting at one place, learning, research, and then so that how we get a lot of insight from there. So law is there and different other schemes are also there. I hope you have you heard about tele law, Nyay Bandhu, tele law scheme,
Sir, I have heard of Nyay Bandhu.
Nyay Bandhu. Okay. So these are the initiative. Like many are fortunately last maybe like 2 3 years. Like many because of the awareness programs. I also was a faculty. One of the universities. So couple of universities were invited officials from there. Created organized awareness programs. So tele law scheme 2017, Nyay Bandhu 2019. And there is another like scheme like under that now this telelaw neighborhood is working and then legal awareness pro bono club schemes. So now more than 100 law schools they got the fund from the Department of Justice under the DISA scheme, designing innovative solution to holistic justice to access DISST. That is the full name, sorry, short name, and DISA. So that way, and now the telelaw and Airbantu working in that particular schemes. Still, like and especially last because of last 2 3 years intensive the awareness program, then people will come to know okay there is a scheme is there, the fund is given, and then all NLUs and other law schools are also they have got fund from the Department of Justice. They get 1 lakh rupees for the different activity. So this is budget like in legal aid, budget is also one of the issues. So having a legal like that's already two the student rightly stated like so we have legal aid clinic is the legal clinic or center whatever name it be. So it's compulsory to like more than 1800 law schools are there in India. It's compulsory to have legal aid clinic in law school. Earlier it was not there, but we have all legal education rules 2008. So in that it's compulsory to have legal aid clinic. But unfortunately, 95% of law school it is on the paper. They do some here and there activities or whenever we have like the Bar Council of India. They come for inspection, they show okay this is the room and this is legal aid clinic. But unfortunately the productive things are not happening. So again we are all responsible and I keep telling all the students, right? I hope right if you are not part of it's good like you will get a lot of great experience in this particular internship. But again you go back to your law school, maybe you are in first year, second year, I don't know, involve yourself with legal service committee. So first time like in 5 years especially we did 3 year law school, like I did 3 year LLB and 2 year LLM, that was in our time. So nothing, we were not aware about the legal aid anything like me. So it's a very but nowadays like the faculty also they didn't discuss about this this is legal aid, how you can involve yourself in legal aid, nothing, no training, nothing, and then no law teaching also related to this legal aid. And then right now also very few law school like they are also involved like ADR subject is there. I hope you must be aware about maybe something is alternative dispute resolution paper is there in that or maybe another paper then faculty law schools are they try to teach this public interest litigation, then legal service authority act. So it's a good thing. uh, as I told you many subjects we didn't learn, especially this also law again last especially 1 decade, more than 1 decade I would say. So reading, doing research, then I got to know okay, lot of other things are there inside from this legal service authority. I ask my UG student also, LLB student, LLM student, PhD student to do research on this part. Because if we read, and then many times, like, legal aid component, you see, not only filing case, so, most of the time, legal assistance, filing, some cases, the answer is no. So other things are also there, like if you help your policy, like for example, like legal awareness program, very very basic thing that law school, law student we should do. Pick a particular law, right? Respect what is the need of that particular law in particular area, right? And do awareness program on regular basis. It's not should not be like you go once or twice in a year and then nothing. So constant basis you keep going. Keep talking on different topics very briefly in layman language, right? Local language, uh, that you do. And then like paralegal volunteering, that you also become paralegal PLV, paralegal volunteer. Then filing cases, complaint. And then legal reforms also, right? You do research, so that is also become like a part of legal aid. It's not only you see, okay, there is a case and you have to help particular person in the case, the answer is no. But again, you can make people aware about particular law scheme, filing a cases, complaint, become like a paralegal volunteer, right? And then do research, right? It will help in law reform also. So that way also you can help. So in that way you can do, like, and then start interact wherever you are from, so try to see what problems are there, right? And then as a, like, recently you might have seen some statement earlier, like by Chief Justice also, recently by Chief Justice, who immediate office recently. So Justice U. Lalith also made a statement like legal aid to poor does not mean poor legal aid. So you will see, like, again, it's in talks. The law talks about the competent legal aid. Unfortunately, I have seen uh, people struggles, like, there are very not good responses from called the district legal service authority. So this is the hierarchy. Law is there, legal service authority act is there, 1987 came into force in 1995, and then completed 30 plus years. And then see, many are not aware about this particular act. And then whenever I keep getting calls from all over the India, then I try to advise from my side, try to connect with people, or I tell where you are from. Okay, so go to court. I don't use this word in district legal service. There's a free legal aid का office है. वहाँ पे जाओ, you'll get the benefit, help also. But again, I am not maybe received encouraging reply. Sir, मैं यहाँ पे ऑफिस में गई थी या गया था and got very good assistance reply. It's very pathetic, I would say. So people, when start demanding. So last 3-4 years, I would say, people come to know, various schemes, policies are there, started going. So those issues are also there in that particular office. So that also, we should communicate this thing, right? And a part of the research also, anything that we are doing, this should be the reform. Because that, if you ask, like 80%, more than like 80% of Indian population, they are eligible for legal aid. So this is the figure you can see. So section 12 is there, like, women, children, SC, ST, different able people, and then so these are the criteria, right? And then income criteria are also there from state to state. Like in some states, 1 lakh rupees, the income criteria, right? So 1 lakh, 2 lakh. Now recently in Gujarat, they increased 1 lakh to 3 lakh rupees. That's income criteria. You can get the legal aid. So you can imagine, like, more than 80% of the population, they are eligible for legal aid. Unfortunately, so let me tell you, many problems, can be resolved with your advice, with some small help. Maybe you can talk to, and then right now, by this time in first year, second year, I don't know which year you are in. So your advice, right, and your expectation will be there. Maybe your family relative will be asking any legal aid, ऐसा होता है तो बराबर what is, legal things happen, this and that. So that way, because that's the expectation, because you are studying, law, so it will be there, right? It happened in our from with me also from the कल पे ऐसा होता है, right? क्या होगा, this and that. Very first year, you just taken the admission, and then people will start chasing you for advice. So with your small talk also, things can happen. Okay, यहाँ पे जाओ, this is now, there is a helpline number also. So sitting, let me tell you, sitting at your home, you can help the people, right? I don't definitely bank whatever I am doing as a law teacher. So as I told you, I try to advise people from my side, try to connect with people, guide them, district legal service authority. Now for last a few months I started giving helpline number is also there. And then like 1500 there is helpline for NASA, and then Telilo helpline number is then 14454. That also can communicate to people. Okay, as I should okay, take this number. So that way also you can help people, and then sometimes some people phone नहीं उठा रहा है, this kind of issue also happen. So uh, I'm connected with the official from Department of Justice. I send them feedback. This is the issue. People are not picking up the phone, busy आता है, not able to connect. So that way because they try to resolve the issue. Same thing with app also, Nya Bandhu app, right? So as a beneficiary, so again little bit typical I would say. So Telelaw, more I think at this time more than 1.1 crore the beneficiaries since its inception 2017. So it's a pre-litigation device, like you go and then so for example I'm a lawyer, you got now I'm taking my advice consultation, so that way so more than like 1 crore citizen they got the beneficiary all over the India. So it's a so what you can see, we know more than 5 crore cases are pending in India, and then what about the quasi-judicial, authority? Like we have commission, tribunals are there. So this is not a part of this, what the 4.7 or more, close to 5 crore cases are pending. So that we can see that is from the National Judicial Database. So that typical code we have, trial code and then that from not it doesn't like because we have tribunals are also there, right? Different laws are like this tribunal, that tribunal, commission. So those numbers are not part of this 5 crore. That also you can see like maybe like consumer commission act is there, and then national Union tribunal is there, and then uh, the different kind of national company orders. These are like so different way that so it's not part of this particular number of cases. So that's way you know system like with the most of type I have seen sometimes some energetic member living secretary. So we have set up like national legal service authority is there, then state level legal service authority is there, then district level and taluka level. So you can see the village levels from central to village level setup is there, and there is a committee at Supreme Court, High Court level committee is also there. So different schemes, at least we can communicate people, right? So I've seen share the number. So somebody is not picking up the phone. This is like some issues complaint. So I shared number. Like then website the complaint. The URL also send. And guide them. Sometimes like people are there. They literate, right? You have to just guide them. As I call this is you just Then I ask. Come connect me on WhatsApp. Then I guide them. This is number. This is the this is complaint. For example, NHRC online complaint. You can make online complaint to the National Human Rights Commission, then women national commission of women, NCW. So other portals are also there. At least we if we are aware about this the mechanism, so we can help sitting at your home, right? Don't think we'll file the case, PIL, we'll go on ground, this and that, right? So no problem. Again, things are there. How we can help, like sitting at your home, right? Help people, right? All over the India. For example, look at what I am doing, same thing. Maybe and try to solve. You have, recently our Chief Justice Sanjeev Khanna who demitted office. So uh, he like by in addressing the AOR advocates records newly appointed. So that he made the statement, one for your kitchen and one for the nation. That is fine as a like AOR may advocate. We like it's a good, like we can obviously we have to run our family, right? We have to whatever हमें भी अपना घर चलाना है, right? That is fine. But then there is a possibility you do something for the society. I am not, let me tell you, I am not doing great thing. Let me, I'm whatever capacity is there that I am contributing for legal fraternity in variety of way. So and then there is also possibility for all of you. At least do one to few things, right? For the legal fraternity, helping poor, and then there is a let me tell you, everybody has the opportunity to help. As I don't think I will become advocate, then I will know. Right now we can do something for society, help people. in variety of way, guiding them, right? Because this is our power, advising people, because it's not like we are not doctors, we don't have, medicine or anything. What we are talking, advising, it really solves many problems, right? And then immediately sometimes 5 minute talks, things can happen. So that way, and then recently things are also, issues are also there. Let me tell you, like we can associate like 3 year practice, you can associate with district legal service authority. Issues are there related to honorarium, that remuneration issues. That I am not going to that thing. But again, research reports are also there related to legal aid council. What then? Efficiency, how efficiently they are doing legal aid activity. They are associated with legal aid council. Some are there who independently they are helping, people at different level. And now things are happening like, for last, few months back. So now they give the registry also, right? So who are doing legal aid activities, lawyer. So that, because it will help. So for example, you are doing some activity, so you know it should benefit. Like for last few years, I would say things like, you should help in, for example, in it's there in foreign country, you get some marks, right? So in point, for example, you want to go judiciary, you'll get the benefit from because of your pro bono work. You want to become like public prosecutor, that will help, or maybe other any government, legal related jobs. So those weightage should be there. At least those kind. So for example, some things, sometimes you don't expect anything. I'm happy people, I don't want, anyone. But sometimes, like you need incentive. Okay, no problem, I will do this activities and then I will also get this incentive. Because different people are there, so different natures are there. So we have, it's we are not going to that particular nitty-gritty. But that way, so it's a great initiative, I would say. Things are going on. It was, you just check it out. Sorry, I want, because positive time, otherwise I would discuss with PPT maybe 1.5 hours. But again, I'm just giving you my thought in particular, your point of time. So now it will be, it will be registered, like, you have done this pro bono cases, so that will be there. There will be also felicitated also, and then registry will be there. So it's a great, I would say, uh, incentive for them. Same thing, like, students, some of the law school, like, it's compulsory to have legal aid. Like for example, GNLU. So you have to do 100 hours pro bono work, a 5 year course, right? If you don't do, you won't get a, degree certificate. Same thing, one of the, like, we in Sandhapa Law College, Goa. So it's a part of curriculum. So compulsion, it's compulsion. And then another example, like you did, like, so inculcate mindset, because we, like in 5 year you must be reading 50 verse, the subjects. We did 30 plus subject like in 3 years. So one of the faculty, like, some of the law school, there's a people called the public interest lawyering or paralegal volunteer, this kind of case. One of the faculty from Nirma, it's an elective course. So few days back I was discussing with him. So I asked him how many, students so registered. So he told me around 60, 70 students. They know it's elective course, so it's not compulsory. So it's also good thing, right? People are there, they are, having interest in that particular subject. So through activities, so as I give example, like with compulsion also, uh, learn, or this kind of way you start learning, reading, doing any subject, then you get the interest in that particular thing. Then another thing, in foreign country, you have to do compulsory in the pro bono work also as an advocate also. In India also, I would suggest they should do, you know, every time like Judge Supreme Court permanent, so they should do at least one case, 3 case in a year, or maybe. So that way, like, one line I would say, there is a possibility as a student, as a lawyer, advocate, legal aspirant, consultant, a teacher, judge, there is a possibility to do something for the society, right? With the, this help, with the help of this, legal tool that are available. So with this, I and then I wish all the best to all the interns, and then do some productive. Don't take it as a uh, right. I can see there's a field work is also there. So do get good survey data, and then try to make good report and communicate with the concerned authority. So they will help. Because some might have seen, like, they are also need of, some kind of insight or into particular law or scheme, anything. So that will really help. So with this, I end my talk here. So over to you, Akshay.